Hello, I'm Mel. I'm socialmediatraffic.com. How to create a GIF or GIF image using GIMP, demonstrated and narrated by James Sasek.
Hi, today we're going to do a video on how to create your own GIF or GIF, depending on what you want to call it, using the GIMP tool. So I'm going to assume you know a little bit about GIMP already here. I just want to kind of show you some of the tips and tricks that I've used and learned to take care of some of these. So the first thing that you need, obviously we're creating a motion video here, so you're going to need to collect all of the images that you want. So you can capture them from a movie, or maybe you've set something up where you're taking pictures very fast on a tripod. Whatever the case is, you'll want to get those all collected, and then you'll want to have them in layers in order, going one right on top of each other. So I have one already created here that will give you a pretty good example. So just real quick, I'll show you what the end product looks like here. And I will have a link to this in the comments as well. So you can see really all we're trying to do is move this one section right in the middle of this guy's face. So what we've done here, one of the things you need to consider with GIFs is really about size. So what we've done here is we've actually taken, you can see, we've added an alpha layer, and you can do that just by right-clicking and do add alpha layer, and then you can do that under the layer tools as well. But we've added the alpha layer. You may or may not need to do this depending on where you've got your images, but this allows us to do transparency. So you can see we've actually deleted these top layers, which is fine because we're overlaying now on top of the background image. So you can see when I show the background image, these are all overlaying right on top of it here. And when I remove it, you can see all we have are the guy's face moving. And then if you scroll up a little bit more, you can actually start to see where his arm starts to move up as well. So I've deleted as much as I possibly can. This is something that you'll want to consider. You may not be able to do it with your image if there's a lot of panning or that kind of thing. You may not be able to do that. One of the other tools that I use that's really handy is I have an image registration tool. And what I did is I went through, and for every single frame I ran this at least once to the background image, and that allows the tool to go and outline everything and make sure that the backgrounds line up with each other. So there is a little camera jiggle in this as an example, but that's really helped there. So once you've gone through, we've put all our frames in, we added the alpha channels, and we've cropped everything. Okay. In order to view what we've done so far, you can actually go to Filters and Animation, and this should all be built in, and you hit Playback, and it will actually open it for the full resolution of whatever you've put in there. And when you hit play, it's going to show you all of the entire thing, and you can step through and rewind if you need to. So it's looking pretty good at this point. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I need to make sure that my image mode for a GIF is in grayscale or indexed. So right now it's in indexed. This is pretty easy to do grayscale, but I want to show you when anything that's already in black and white is easy to do in grayscale. And if you click grayscale, it's just going to turn everything black and white. But I'm going to, when you go into indexed, something that you need to do, basically GIFs can only do 256 colors, and one of them is here. We do 255 because one of them is reserved for transparent. In order to make sure that this works okay, if you do this, it'll actually kind of posterize everything, and it's going to create 256 across the entire, for all of the images. So you may want to go through and do some removing of colors. You may want to edit every single one of the frames to